Have you ever tried to bring something up only to hear the other person shut it down with a firm end of discussion? There's no room for your feelings, no room for your thoughts, just a full stop. Let's talk about what that means, because end of discussion isn't just a phrase. It's often a power move, and sometimes it's even emotional manipulation. So when someone says end of discussion, they're doing at least one of three things. One, they are controlling the narrative. They're deciding what's allowed to be talked about. Number two, they're shutting down discomfort. Maybe they don't want to feel vulnerable. Maybe they don't want to feel or be accountable. Number three, they are reinforcing dominance. They are saying, I get the last word here, not you. Now, here's the thing. In healthy communication, both voices matter. It's a dialogue, not a monologue. So let me give you an example. You could say to your partner, I feel like we haven't been connecting lately. I really need us to talk about this. And he might reply with, end of discussion. I'm tired of hearing this. Everything's just fine. So notice what just happened. Your emotional need got dismissed. The door to connection slammed shut. And now you feel like the difficult one. Now, let's be fully aware that we all have bad days, and someone might say these words, end of discussion, in a moment of stress. We might say it once, but when this becomes a pattern, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it turns into emotional manipulation, especially when you are made to feel irrational, or a tactic to avoid responsibility and to remain control. This is especially common in relationships where one person sees themselves as the logical one and frames every emotional issue as drama. It also shows up in families, workplaces. It could be a boss saying, we are not going over this again, end of discussion. The message is clear. I decide when this starts and when it ends. That's not setting boundaries. That's power play. And here's what it does to you in the long run, looking at the longer perspective. Over time, you stop speaking up. You start questioning your own reality, and you start walking on eggshells. And that's exactly what this tactic achieves. Silence through domination. So, what can you do when someone pulls this on you? Here are a few options. First, stay calm but assertive. And you could say something like, I hear that you don't want to talk more right now, but I'm not done. This matters to me. Second, name what's happening. It feels like you're shutting me down without hearing me. That's not okay. And if someone consistently refuses to hear you out, that's no longer just a communication issue. That's a respect issue. Let me tell you about a friend. She tried to tell her partner that she felt lonely. His reply, I'm not doing this. End of discussion. 2 years later, she felt like a stranger in her own relationship. And when she finally left, he asked, why didn't you say anything? The irony, end of discussion, is a phrase that can end more than just conversations. It can end connections, empathy, respect, and trust. So, if you hear this phrase often or catch yourself using it, pause and ask yourself, am I listening or am I being heard? Because real communication is a two-way street, and every voice deserves to be heard, of course. Every voice deserves space. And if you found this message, this video helpful, I'd love for you to subscribe. Give it a like and share it with someone who might need to hear this today. Have you ever had someone shut you down with end of discussion? Please tell me in the comments, and let's keep this discussion going. Thank you for watching, and all the best.